Good morning students. Welcome to SST class. In this video, we will learn about the elements of weather and climate. Students, weather and climate are at the very center of our existence. They influence our ways of life, all aspects of life. The clothes we wear, the food we eat, the house we live in, the crops we grow, and so on. What is weather? Weather is the condition of the atmosphere at a particular place over a short period of time. Weather is not constant and it's keep changing. It may change from day to day or within the same day itself. While climate refers to the average weather condition of a large area over a long period of time, and the time may be 35 to 40 years. It means the climate of a place is permanent and does not keep on changing. Now let us learn the elements of weather and climate: temperature, pressure, winds, humidity, precipitation, sunshine, and cloud cover. Let us learn temperature of the atmosphere. The temperature of the atmosphere is defined as the degree of hotness or coldness of air. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature. The temperature of air is measured in degrees and in Fahrenheit or in Celsius scale. As we know, sun is the main source of heat and light on earth. The heat energy radiated from the sun is known as solar radiation. The earth is very small as compared to the sun, and it is 150 million kilometer away from the sun. That is why it receives only 1 in the 2 billion parts of the total radiation of the earth. That means if we divide the radiation by 2 billion, the answer we will get that the radiation which is received by the earth, the amount of solar energy which is received by the earth is known as insolation. Global distribution of temperature. The earth is divided into 3 heat zones according to the amount of insolation received. Insolation means the solar energy received by the earth. So there are 3 heat zones on the earth. They are the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. The torrid zone receives vertical rays of the sun, and that is why it is the hottest zone. The frigid zone are the coldest because they receives extremely slanting rays of the sun, and the temperate zones are neither too hot nor too cold. Now let us learn what are the factors controlling temperature. Latitude. Latitude, the equator and the regions near it receives vertical rays of the sun. That is why the equator is the zones which lies near the equator are the hottest zone. And if we move from equator towards the pole, the temperature goes on decreases. Altitude. Altitude means height above sea level. The atmosphere is not directly heated by the sun, but indirectly by the heat of the earth. Close to the earth's surface, the layers of air are dense and they contain a lot of water vapor and dust particles which absorb the heat. And as we move on the higher altitudes, the layer of air become thinner and they contain lesser amounts of water vapor and dust particle. That is why the heat absorbed is less. That is why the temperature decreases with increase in altitude. And this is the reason that hill stations are colder than plainlands. Distance from the sea. As we know, land gets heated up and cools down faster than the sea. During the day, the land is warmer than the sea. The hot air covers the land becomes lighter and rises, and cool air from the sea take its place. It is known as sea breeze. At night, the sea is warmer than the land. Warm air over the sea rises and it replaced by cool land breeze. Land and sea breezes have a moderating influence on the temperature of the coastal areas, and that is why they have maritime or oceanic climate, and the places which situated far away from the sea have extreme or continental type of climates. Winds, warm wind Warm wind rises the temperature of the place over which they blow. On the other hand, the winds blowing from cooler areas lower the temperature. Ocean currents, warm ocean currents increase the temperature of nearby coastal areas, and while cold currents decreases the temperature. And relief, slope of land, clouds, soils and vegetation covers are the other factors which influence the temperature of the place. Rest of the topic we will learn in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.